Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the North Star State, where the sounds of the Yowler horn and the Skol chant echo throughout U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today we've got a solid matchup in store in the NFC, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Back on the field after a knee injury robbed him of his rookie season, but he showed a ton of promise in the limited sample size we saw of him during the preseason. Go back to the University of Michigan. You saw an accurate passer who ran the offense extremely well, but don't be fooled by that. He was never afraid to attack defenses with his arm, and he'll try to do the same here in the NFL.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, first down.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a first and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room, He can win if given an opportunity.
Quick throw out wide from Mariota. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To throw, Mariota. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
He's going to keep this again. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
That's good for a Commander's first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now a 2nd and 6. Mariota. This is caught. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Vikings nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And not much to speak of. Called a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now McCarthy. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Nick Ball coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To the air with McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Addison. A gain of 13 on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. Throwing is McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's going down complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The drive begins with a carry by Krosky Merritt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And a Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And he's brought down. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
That's another Washington Commanders 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Commanders.
Play action now. Mariota. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. That's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Second and 2.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington has taken the lead. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense that they can use against the defense, and I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
This makes the score.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And now out comes Minnesota. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Justin Jefferson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
And 6 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. He gets it to Allison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, this to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Thielen going to go in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Jefferson.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking to put a drive together. Mariota now. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
2nd down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Mariota. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll try and do this himself. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's good for a Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Mariota taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 16.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here.
Credit the sack to Von Miller. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Mariota now from the 50. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Mariota to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring in 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing is Mariota. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Thielen going to go in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
They'll run once more with JCM. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
And a Commanders first down.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A run inside, Krosky-Merritt. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. And the slot man goes in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
For a Washington first down. A gain of 5. And the Commanders first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Up the middle, Krosky-Merritt.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
Yeah, this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line.
Down behind the line
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Krosky-Merritt.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gay knocks this one through.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Looking to put a drive together.
McCarthy off the play fake.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They went to their big body tight end on second down in hopes that he could plow his way to a first down, but they were ready for him defensively and ended up holding him to a modest gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the Vikings first down.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on third down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. No gain on the play. And it's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
To the air again, McCarthy. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. McCarthy going to sneak it. And he will have a Vikings first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 30 inches.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From Commanders territory now, it's first and 10
at the 49-yard line. The give to Jones.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Gain of a yard. brings up
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth.
To the air with McCarthy. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Jones will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Commanders' offense returning to the field.
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Here's Krosky-Merritt to start the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Mariota.
Finding Ertz here on the out route.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He'll try and do this himself.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Commanders, first down. 1st and goal, Washington.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Krosky Merritt going to try and push his way in.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Mariota will look to throw. That's caught. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
14.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Shoots by him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll go again to Jones. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing is McCarthy. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
McCarthy is set to throw it. Now he'll tap this. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The extra point.
The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Commanders 28, Vikings 21.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Marcus Mariota getting set for this next drive. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Looking to put a drive together.
On play action, McCarthy. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Javon Kinlaw in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's second down. Here's McCarthy.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
He's back to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the Washington offense heading out. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
on their side of midfield at the 47.
Mariota.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Wow, and that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw.
He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Mariota.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 7, a little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big game.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
It's a gain of 18.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Completes this to Jefferson. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
And I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
At the 48-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And we're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.